Hi, it's Sherry Veronica, and humor me for a moment. Now, this particular blog here says that colors don't actually exist. There are no colors. Apples and fire engines are not red. The sky and sea are not blue. And no person is objectively black or white. The universe has light. Different the universe has light in different wavelengths, and color vision depends upon how our brain perceives the light of different wavelengths. Technically, colors are the illusion created by our brain. Okay, so there are no colors. Apples and fire engines are not red. And people are not white or black. It's just the way they are perceived. So go with me, stay with me on this one. I remember probably sitting in the class, hearing that if you're born in hot climate weather, you'll probably come out dark skinned and have broad noses because it helps to diffuse the heat in the body. It keeps you cool. Having wide nostrils and having the dark skin keeps you from getting skin cancer. It protects your skin. Okay. So if there's no color, if there is no color per se, let's not talk about the region you're born. Let's talk about the way you are socialized. If there is no color, and they can really get this into the heads of young kids, because you have to start with them young. You have to start with the brainwashing young. There may be no color, but there surely is brainwashing. So let's say we started brainwashing the kids from very, very young and had them to believe that there's no color. It's an illusion. It's like time. There's no time. It's an illusion. It's what we created time. It's a concept. We created time so that when I say I'll meet you at such a place at 2:00, that you're there at 2:00. Okay? We created time to facilitate our goings and coming. Okay? So let's say there's no color and you are socialized in Africa, where it is hot and where usually you come out dark with wide nostrils. Let's say that you're socialized white, Aryan. Okay, let's say that you are socialized differently. You're not in the fields. You don't have to work too hard. You have parents that they have some money, and you're socialized differently. Will socialization create a fairer hue in a human as opposed to them coming back slaves, working hard, being disgruntled, being used, abused, being sold into slavery? Would being socialized in comfort create a different hue within the minds of people looking at you? So if you are socialized to the point where you're wearing very, very expensive clothing, you're driving a nice vehicle, your parents have old money, they didn't win it in a lottery. It's not a lottery when they have old money. Would you, after a while, appear fairer, lighter in your complexion as opposed to the opposite of what I just described? So if they're saying that there are no colors and that the brain perceives light in different wavelengths, and technically colors are the illusion created by the brain. If colors are created by the brain, if it is not the hot sun, if it's not the Caucasus Mountains, if it's not being cold and being in caves and you didn't get sun on your skin so you look kind of whitish, if it is not that, if color is not ascribed to where you were born, a region, if it's not that, can you be socialized to become white? If it is a concept, it's probably what do you call it? It's like in the caste system. It's a category. White not meaning skin color per se, but white meaning you have some culture, you have some money, you have some class. You have class. When people are around you, they don't have to worry about you ripping. You don't have to worry about them. When people are around you, or when these people who have class and dress well, have old money are around you, you never have to worry about being robbed. You don't have to worry about being raped. You don't have to worry about being deceived. These people are polished. These people have class. So going back to this same thing here that is saying that colors do not exist. And we see black. We see wide nostrils. We see white. We see straighter noses. We know that black men especially in America, are the most unemployed and the most incarcerated. Is that socialization? Is socialization responsible for the color spectrum? Is it something that we use and we have used for so long that we don't know we're doing it? We do not know that we are actually painting someone black because of their circumstances, because they're poor, because they work in the field, because they clean your toilets, because they work for minimum wage, because they're slated to be incarcerated, because they're more likely to grab your bag and run with it. Are we painting? It's like a canvas. Are we painting people black based on the way they were socialized? Do you become black because you're poor? Is that it? Because if this is correct, if anything about what this blog is saying, that there are no colors, but we do see colors. We do fair skin, dark skin, lighter skin, all kinds of skin, hair, everything. We see colors. We see clothing in colors, shoes in colors, vehicles in everything. Paint your house in a special color. We see colors. So if we are seeing colors, was that from is that part of the brainwashing that went into the human baby from the time you're a baby, when they put a girl in pink and a boy in blue? Is that the brainwashing and the socialization that goes into what we see, what we feel, how we are affected in certain situations? Does it all come down to socialization? Brainwashing and socialization? It's just something that I thought of when I saw this. And I don't know, people comment in the blog, they don't come on YouTube, but it's okay. I just thought I'll say it and put it up, and maybe you have an opinion on this. Is color a social concept? Is color a social concept based on the haves and the haves not? Sherry Veronica.